Hello, everybody. The astrology report for the next week, beginning Sunday. I'm not a morning person, so this is kind of like a very rare for me to record something in the morning. Also, kind of like I got a little cough. But the reason I'm recording this a little bit earlier is that I'm gonna go to the another surgery. Actually, I'm gonna be going to the hospital as soon as I finish the video is out, and to send you the message of the full moon. We know that the energy is lately has been rough, tough, hard to handle. Things that going on up in the sky because most of the planets they kind of like are compacted to the one space out there. It's like the same energy over and over and over, and those is mostly like the big planets. They move slow. Talking about things that goes on and on and on. It's like same thing over and over. And you might experiencing as Mercury came into Pisces, um, kind of like looking at others, but looking within yourself. That was the lesson of the new moon that came in. That was in Pisces. Um, But we are going to have this this week, beginning of Sunday, March 13th. We're going to have this shift that it's from Cancer to Leo. Uh, from Leo, we are going to have the moon going to a Virgo. We're going to have a full moon, and I will talk about a little bit about that. And then we're going to have the moon entering Libra. What's it's really going on? Um, as of the current situations, things are getting a little bit crazier than they are with that first quarter moon that was it last night. And keep on working on yourself. Keep on looking at deep into yourself. Whatever the situations are. It's not about who's right, wrong. It is about, did you see the coin? Don't look the two sides of the coin, but did you see the coin? It's the question. So let me go to the charts here with you guys. So as I stated, right now the Sunday, the moon, it's gonna be on Cancer. She's gonna be opposing Pluto. And during this period, you might experience some things that what I do in my family, what's going on within the family, what is the things are, my growth, my spiritual growth. As you see it here, this trine with the Sun and Neptune, they're gonna be together, and Jupiter. Look at it, what the atmosphere at home is, the spiritual atmosphere of the family. Uh, Step back and see, okay, well, there is a problems. Did I see the problems? Did I recognize the problems? Because the problem comes here at Pluto, at Capricorn. It is about, do you see the things that are unseen? The things that are behind the veil, the things that are behind the scenes. Why something occurs, reoccurs, what it is, what it needs to be done, what I need to be changed. If it needs to be changed, what that is. And if you look at it as energy and step out, you will see what you were missing to see before. But if you don't for it, it's it's just going to create a lot of tensions here. But we also have a tensions of the square between Mars and Venus, which is traveling together with Uranus. It's like, well, what are we going on? There is no other aspect, by the way, except that squaring. I mean, you can have intense relationships within yourself with those energies. Did I did right? Did I did good? I'm right. I'm wrong. Here, it has to find a new way. You can't go to the old ways, and it's gonna be very hard because you will feel like I don't see these energies. I don't know what to do. I'm like, yes, you are. What you have to do is seek the new ways. Don't go the old way backs. And that's why there is no other aspects here with the Mars and Venus uh, as Sunday. The thing's gonna get a little bit rough when the moon moves into Leo. We're going to have the T square. What that T square is if you look at it up here and there it has a line, it creates a 1T with the bottom of the T Uranus. Excuse me. So during those intense energies like this, especially with the Mars and the Venus coming together, you have to think about if you ever watch a love story, when something in that love story doesn't go right. Might take the love story of the Beauty and the Beast, when they go ahead and attack him and she has to go protect him. You may look at it the story of Shrek, who forgot and disbelieved that she still loves him and misses him because she's with that other prince. This kind of things, they're gonna be kind of like a popping up because the moon in Leo is the king, the queen. They have to control everything. They have to control the relationships, these new developed relationships here that it is. And there's going to be an oppositions of you. Your new self, your evolved self, it's too young to understand this energy. But since you have experience from before, that energy, it's going to be pushing you to directions to look the new things. Leave the past behind and go looking at for the new things. You're either going to become the tyrant here or you're going to be the wise king. The choice is up to you. Yes, you're going to have the talk, the internal talk here, which is also it's on the previous day. You're going to have these communications, but you have to look where? You have to look at it in your spirituality, in your soul. What you did, what you did not, what you need to change to get a new way. On Tuesday, the moon is still going to be on Leo. There's going to be this T square energies going on. Actually, the energy is kind of like piling it up. But now you can see that it's kind of like a deja vu vision, some sort of energy that's going to come in and it's going to tell you, okay, well, you have to take this maybe a little slow, but you have to take some kind of road. You can't just sit here stuck. And the moon is going to be helping you to give you energy from Jupiter in Pisces. It's like, okay, just do it. Just get the things done. Get over it. As the moon is going to exit Leo, you know, we have to take a look at it. We only have a planet here. So when the moon moves here, it's going to be opposing everything that is out here. Because from here all the way down, we have no planets. There is nothing to work on it. As I said before in the astrology reports. So this opposition here with Saturn and Aquarius and the opposition with Mercury, it's time for you to maybe don't use your ego and be careful the way you talk. Usually during these oppositions with Mercury, people have a tendency to have a kind of like aggravation, ego, logic-based talks, and during this process, they understand something is not right. Instead, take that energy here and look at it into Pluto. What you are surrounded with. Are you in the right environment? Do you have the right environment? Do you have the right things? And there is going to be a sextile here with the sun. If you be able to look at your own mistakes instead of blaming others, you ain't not going to have those talks and these restrictions. These restrictions, that opposition with Saturn, is coming into, you can't keep going the same direction. You have to have a new. So when the new moon, it's preparing, the full moon, I'm sorry, it is preparing to entering on Virgo. We are going to have these three oppositions here. That is a Mercury, Jupiter, and Neptune. It's kind of like you're going to have a cloudy visions, like everything stops, doesn't grow. It's kind of like lack of communications. Yes, there is a lack of communications. You have to look at it into the universe. What is going on? Why did the universe blocking you this new way of relationship? At the same time, you understand this relationship is not like never before. What did you do? What happened in there? Self-evaluation. And as the moon move into Virgo, she's going to be at its own full position of opposing the sun. It's going to opposing the sun, Neptune, and Jupiter. It's going to continue to do its work. Your focus of the energy, it's going to be here at Virgo, but it's going to impact here. So when there was the new moon, we have the new moon in Pisces, but now we are facing the opposite. So until you don't fix yourself, okay, until you don't fix yourself here in Virgo, how would you be able to fix everything else? Until you fix your internal world in there and organize it on a physical level, what happens to your spiritual world? It's all mess. So you have to learn that something has to be fixed in the physical world to give you the peace in your spiritual world so you can grow here. The one cannot be without the other. That's what they're in opposite sides. So you can be able to operate with everything that it's here. The personal, it's starting from Aries and goes to Virgo. With others begins with Libra and it's finished with Pisces. So your personal parts are up here. And that's why the moon, when it moves up here, and we are going to have this oppositions, it's like, dude, do your work. Get the things done. Organize them. And the moon is going to entering on Saturday, it's going to enter in Libra. The relationships, after you straighten out yourself, you have this beautiful energy now going towards that beautiful trine with Mars and Venus. It's like, okay, time for something new. Time for a new way of, new evolving way. Time for a new things. That square though with Uranus is like, before you do something, learn. And you have to learn here the new ways of Mars and Venus, the new age. And there's going to be some message of the divine from universe. It's like, look at your relationship. What is your relationship with yourself first? Your relationship with yourself, it is actually here in Aries. But with others is in Libra. So here in Libra, it's all contracts. It's all everything that has to do with relationship, partnership. That's what it's here. And here it's the relationship with others and yourself will impact that new way of you looking into, that maturity that you went into it, the maturity that you learned when you were in the dark in Pluto. Did you learn that maturity? Did the dark teach you a maturity? Did you rise up? Are you gonna get up from it? And on Sunday, the moon is gonna come down pretty much of um, the last third of Libra. As you see here, it's gonna have a square towards Pluto. Um, what you have to work on it here is there is something you miss to see. Are you maybe the one who create problems in the first place? And right now, that energy here that it's before was kind of like opposing and everything, all of a sudden it's going to open it up. That energy is going to come because right now the sun it's preparing to move into Aries to begin the new year and a happy new astrology year. We are going to move, and during that movement here, during that movement, we're going to experiencing the new beginning, the new shift. The lessons pretty much it's going to get in learned here. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a new beginning. And let me get you here for the camera a little bit. Um, those rough times, those rough energies, they can be handled as long as you dive deep inside of yourself. Maybe you're gonna be dealing with a personal issues, family issues, but the issues that are more interesting that's gonna be popping up, it is a karmic issues. Something has to do with the karma that has to be finish away. So I made a one post maybe after the surgeries. I'm gonna do the video for it. It's gonna be for the karma series. But take a look. The things that you have, parents, grandparents, take a look at it. Maybe you carrying the karma that somebody didn't did within you. Okay, because if you one family member down the road didn't fix their karma, they're passing to the next generations, and the next generations passing to you. And the karma, you need to take a look deep into it. I made a post out on the Facebook out, and during right now, next week, during these periods, take a look yourself. Take a look at things inside of you. So, guys, thank you so much, and be love. We have no other choice, right? Be love.